Hard 8. What's good, people? Y'all know what time it is. Time for me to deliver the truth for YouTube. Yeah, what's up? It's me, Hard 8 times. The truth for YouTube. Your favorite commentator's favorite commentator. Yeah! What's up, people? Y'all know who it is, man. And y'all know what time it is. Part 6 is here. Part 6 is here. Let me do my little disclaimer. This happened a long time ago. I am no longer this type of dude no more, man, so don't hold it against me. I'm just telling my story, and hopefully I can save a life or something, man, because you don't want to go to jail, you don't want to go to prison. It ain't nothing nice, and it's not a way to try to get stripes. You dig? So, yeah, let me get right on into it. Yeah! So I had, after, trial, I lost the trial or whatever like that. I had to get sentenced or whatever like that. So I lost the trial, and sentencing wasn't for a month later. You dig? Now, all the time that you locked up, all this time is counting towards your, towards the time that you're going to get. And at this time, I had done like 8 months. I was in the county for like 8 months or whatever like that. And now I had a month to get sentenced. So it was like, because I'm like impatient with it. I'm trying to get this shit over with. Give me my motherfucking time. Send me upstate so I can get back on the street. You know what I mean? Sentence me from the rip. Why I gotta wait a month to get sentenced? You know what I'm talking about? So, you're sitting around for a month, ain't nothing going on because, trial is over. You're just waiting to be sentenced. So I go to court or whatever like that. And I told you, before I went in, my lawyer told me, he like, listen, you know what I mean? I know for sure you're not going to get the max. The max is 20 to 40. 20 years to 40 years. He was like, I know you're not going to get the max, but you could get 10 to 20 or 7.5 to 15. But I'm going to try to get you the 5 to 10. You know what I mean? So going into the courtroom, I didn't know what the fuck I was about to get. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't know what I was going to get. And, that's a crazy feeling to know that you're about to get some years. You know what I mean? You're about to be locked up for years. Like, that shit is crazy. Like I told you, like y'all already know, before then, I did a little juvenile bid. That was nothing but 15 months, and you had home passes. And it was like being at school. You know what I mean? There was no chain link fences and all that. You wasn't locked behind no wall. You can run it at any time in the juvenile. It was up Glen Mills. You know what I mean? You can go truant at any time. Shit, you can go on your home pass, never come back. You feel what I'm saying? So, I never been through this. So I'm like, I don't know what to think. You know what I mean? So I go into the courtroom, you got the victims in there or whatever like that. I'm sitting there, you know what I mean? My mom was in the courtroom, a couple other people was there, and I'm looking over at the victims and shit. I'm like, damn, man, this shit crazy. I done fucked them people's lives all up or whatever like that. Who knows how they feeling right now? You know what I mean? But on top of that, I was up there looking at that DA. It was a female DA. She had on this little ass skirt. Well, at least it looked little when she sat down and crossed her legs. Oh, man, her legs were so smooth. I just kept glancing over at her legs like, God damn, I will fuck the shit out of the DA. For real. But, that's crazy. I'm sitting there about to, waiting for my fate to be sealed, and I'm sitting here lusting off the goddamn DA, but them goddamn legs were so, they was nice. You dig? Them joints was nice. So, the judge was a female or whatever, Judge Hamlin. I wonder if she's still judging. Anyway, she was cool as shit, though. She ain't really talk to me dirty and none of that. She wasn't really talking to me like, yeah, you're a menace to society. She wasn't really talking to me dirty and shit, you know what I mean? So before I got sentenced, I had to get up and I had to address the court, and I had to, you know how they ask you, do you have anything to say? It really, you really be like, why the fuck should I stand up and say anything? Is it going to change anything? If I get this whole, fucking award-winning speech, are you going to let me go the fuck home? You feel what I'm saying? But it's right before the judge sentenced you, so I guess if you want to be an asshole, the judge can knock your motherfucking dick in the dirt. You dig? And I'm quite sure don't nobody want to fuck the earth. But anyway, so, I got up and I apologized to the victims and all that, and I forgot. I can't run it down exactly what I said, but I know I apologized and said some things to the judge and apologized to my family and all that shit. I did the scripted speech. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I could have ran for president with that motherfucking speech. But anyway, so I sit back down and the judge give me my time. She was cool. She was like, I'm gonna have to give you the mandatory minimum. She was like, I feel like you're not a bad person or anything like that, and I think that you can really change your life around. So I'm going to go ahead and give you 5 to 10. Now I'm in the courtroom with my co-defendant, my man Reese or whatever like that, and he got the same amount. We both got 5 to 10. You know what I'm saying? So get the 5 to 10. Now after you get your time, they take you back to the holding cells, which at my court is called CJC. All the holding cells is like 5 stories underground. I mean, they keep us under fucking ground. Make sure don't nobody try to escape. None of that shit. Go back to the holding cell, you know what I mean? You come back, motherfuckers like, damn, how much time you get? Oh, I got 5 to 10. Motherfuckers getting scared now. Shit, I hope I don't get that much and all that. But I was looking at it like it ain't too bad because I could be looking at worse. You know what I mean? 7.5 to 15, 10 to 20. 20 to 40, come on. I could be looking at worse. So the 5 to 10 wasn't that bad for me. You feel what I'm saying? It was like, all right, cool. I'm 18, I'll be 23 when I get out. You know what I mean? So you try to look at it, you try to, grab all the positives out the situation. I'll be 23 when I get out. I'm still young. I'm cool. My whole life's still ahead of me. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it like it ain't that bad. You know what I mean? It ain't that bad. Not compared to what I could get. 5 years is bad. You know what I mean? No way how you say it. But when you look at it compared to what you could have had, or if you try to look at what somebody else might got, then it kind of eased the pain. But it was like, all right, fuck it. So I get back to the county. Now, once you get sentenced upstate, once you get sentenced to your time, now you become state property. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was state property for real. All that, yeah. Now you become state property or whatever. So when you go back to the county, you immediately have to go to the hold because you're not allowed to mix with the state, or with the county inmates. Because if something was to happen to me while I was in custody of the county by a county inmate, then I can sue and get, a whole lot of money or whatever, depending on what the case could be. So when you're state property, you're not allowed to be around county inmates. Now I think they do mix them. Like when you go on writ, like when you upstate and you got to go to court, they got to bring you down to Philly. That's called going on writ or whatever like that. So I think they do mix you up now. But at that time, state inmates couldn't be around county inmates. So when I got back to the block, I had to pack my shit, and they immediately took me to the hole. You know what I mean? Then you walking down the block, niggas know what's up. Damn, young buck, where you going at? Oh, man, I got sentenced upstate. Damn, how much time you got? 5 to 10. 5 to 10. Ooh, you know what I mean? That shit, 5 to 10 is 5 to 10. You dig what I'm saying? Just sit there and think about it for a minute. You're locked up for at least 5 years. Think about that. Sit there right now and think about 5 years ago. We in 2011. 5 years ago was what? Let me add it up on my fingers. Say no. 2006. Right? Think about what you was doing in 2006 and think about how long it took 2006 to get to the point that you at now. Yeah. It's a long fucking time, ain't it? Picture that. Being behind a wall. All fucking men. Never knowing is today gonna be your last day because the nigga might be looking to stab you because you ain't give him something. He asked you for something and you ain't give it to him. Or, he think you sweet so he want to try you. He fucked up, so he looking for a Vic. Because he trying to come up. You dig what I'm saying? Think about that shit. CO's telling you what to do, when to eat, when to go to sleep, when to shit. You dig what I'm saying? You 6 hours away from home. So visits ain't like you want them to be because, people not trying to be traveling that far every week or whatever like that. So just think about that. But we're going to get into that. You know what I'm saying? So let's move on. So I go to the hole or whatever like that. And I was in there with another dude. He was getting sent upstate. He was cool as shit. Because when I got there, he had food and shit. So he broke me down and all that. Gave me, because he like left the next morning to go upstate. So he left me like the shit he had. Some crackers. You know what I mean? Some motherfucking Ritz crackers. And he had a couple, couple oodles to noodles or whatever. A couple soups. We call them soups. Oodles to noodles. Y'all know what they is. Had a couple of those. I ain't have enough to make no chi-chi. You dig? But he left me with a couple of little snacks. So he had one upstate. Man, I had to wait on the next pickup. So I was in a hole for like 2 days by myself, man. And then 2 days, I really got to sit there and think about it. Like, damn, man, I'm about to go upstate. I started thinking about my nephew and niece. And at the time, my nephew was 8, North Philly Ace. Y'all know we got his channel. At the time, he was only 8 years old. And my niece was 6. No, my niece was 3. Excuse me. My niece was 3, and I was thinking like, damn, they're gonna be this age when I get out, and shit started weighing on me a little bit. It's like, damn, man, I ain't cried nothing. I might have shed a tear or two, but not really. I ain't go all out, ball out, cry. Oh my God, God. I ain't do all that. You feel me? But I might have shed a tear or two, man, because you know what I mean. I was only 18 years old, man. I ain't never. This was some new shit for me, man. I ain't never, you know what I mean, really did this jail shit. I mean, jail, for real. So, 2 days go by, they come get me. I mean, like I said, my co-defendant, he was still in the other state county jail right next to it. CF. I was in the house. So, the house of correction. So when we, you know what I mean, when they come to get me to go upstate, you know, I'm in the van, my co-defendant in there too. You know what I mean? He on his way upstate too. So, you know, it was good to see him like, oh shit, we about to take this ride, nigga. So, the first place they take you is you go to Graterford. That's a state jail that's like real close to Philly or whatever. You go to Graterford first, and that's where you get like pretty much processed or whatever like that. So when we get to when we driving up to Graterford, you know, you can see it in the distance. You just looking like, oh my God, what the? I don't see nothing but a wall. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God, this shit is real. Like, this is real shit. This ain't no motherfucking TV show, nigga. Like, I'm going to prison. Like, prison. All the thing I know about prison is the little stories I heard and from what I seen on TV. And TV don't really depict prison that good. You know what I mean? This one movie called Felon is on Netflix. Instant download. It's called Felon. They predicted prison pretty good. But other than that, I ain't see no other, excuse me, this goddamn cat, get the fuck out of here. Yo, this cat is like a badass fucking kid, man. Keep jumping up on shit. Oh, man, anyway. Only time I ever seen prison was on TV or whatever like that. Oh, but this movie Felon, they depicted prison pretty accurately. You know what I mean? A lot of times prison, they be blowing it out of proportion. Like, you ever seen movies like, Death Warrant, I think that was that Van Damme movie where Faggot Boy had his own cell and it was like as big as a house with all these fags around it. Well, ain't none of that going on. Or that other movie with DMX and Jet Li where they went to see the boy in jail. I think it was Cradle to the Grave. And this motherfucker had a flat screen in his cell. He eating fucking 4-course meals and all that. And he got a gun and a pig. Nah, ain't none of that going on. All that, ain't none of that going on in jail, man. I don't know for who you are. You ain't getting all that. But yeah. But so this is all I know about jail. So I'm walking up to the wall, man, and I'm like, oh man, this shit look crazy. And Graterford is an old jail, so that shit like it's like a fucking dungeon, man. That shit like a fucking old ass dungeon. Like it's crazy, man. It's just eerie. It's cold. You know what I mean? So I get into the jail. You know what I mean? We gotta go through processing. I think it was like 12 of us that went in that day, but they bringing other guys from other places on buses too. So, you know, the processing room was crowded as shit. You know what I mean? You got to go right in. You got to take a shower. As soon as you get in there, they make you take a shower and they give you this special cream that kill lice and fleas or whatever else you could have on your motherfucking body and shit like that, right? So, you know what I mean? You got to go take a shower and you got to strip right down in front of the COs and all that. And they got to fucking, you know what I mean, check you, do a fucking body cavity check, whatever that shit called. You know what I'm saying? You got to fucking bend over and fucking cough. All that shit is so fucking gay, man. Like, yo, strip search. I hate that shit, yo. Like, I fucking hate strip searching. That's why when you in the hole, every time you go to the yard and come back, you have to be strip searched. To go to the yard, and you got to be strip searched when you come back, when you in the hole. So when I used to be in the hole, I never fucking went to the yard just because I hated that shit. But I'm going to get that a little further down the road. But, man, you got to get fucking strip searched, man, so they make you take your fucking clothes off. And you got, yeah, it's 15 minutes, man. Stay tuned for part 7. We're getting into it, man. I'm upstate now. This is where it really get real. Upstate. So stay tuned for part 7, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Make sure you like the video and leave your comments, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. This shit get deep. This your boy, man. Hard 8 times. Deuces.